We're in the Windows 10X emulator, and I'm going to click on the Start button, and I'm going to launch the Maps program. And I can't really tell where I am because the location device services aren't working in this beta program. So I'm just going to type in Portland, Oregon, which is what I'm near, and we'll see it zoom right into Portland. Shows the official seal. I'm going to zoom out a little bit here. There we go. I can click on road and take a look at aerial. I can turn traffic on, street side on. Let's take a look at the aerial option, and we'll zoom in. And it looks pretty clear as we zoom in. Not too bad. Zoom back out again. We also have this tilt option. Makes it look a little bit more three-dimensional. Now if I go back to aerial, I've got some other options we can choose. Let's turn on street side and traffic. And we can see now street names. We can see traffic, which isn't very much right now because it is pretty late, although there may be some on the main artery there we see. We can also rotate north just like you can on a GPS, for instance. And if we want directions, we can click there. I just typed in we want to go from the OHSU emergency room to the Moda Center because we really want to see a Trailblazers game. And then I'll click Get Directions. And there are the directions. We can click on either option and click Go. And now we see turn-by-turn directions that we're going to be able to get, just like any other map program. If we click on this little hash at the bottom, we can see we have mute, pause, exit, save location, things like that. So I'm just going to exit out. We have a few more options here at the top, such as saved places. So in case we went someplace we want to go again, we can save that information. And we've got the Windows Link toolbar. So we have these various different things that pop up: ballpoint pen, measure distance, directions. Let's click on measure distance. That looks kind of interesting. So if we start in one location and then drag it to the other, we see 0.7 miles. So that's pretty cool that you can actually measure that kind of distance. Of course, that's as the crow flies, not necessarily street by street, but that could be pretty useful. If we want to get rid of that, we can just click on eraser and then just choose to erase everything. And there's erase all ink. That's gone. Of course, directions we've already seen. We also have this ruler option. And we'll have to see what this does because at this point it's just sort of a ruler that shows up. It doesn't give us any kind of information about it. That may be some sort of a beta thing. And then we have this last option on the right-hand side. And it's called touch writing, but of course we don't have the ability to do any touch right now. But what's interesting is if I draw a circle, for instance, and then click, it will tell me that's 105.7 miles all the way around. Clicking the three dots at the top, we see this option for 3D cities. And it shows us some cities at the bottom here. We'll just choose one. And in this case, it's Abington, Pennsylvania. And it gives us a bit of a 3D look at the cities that we choose. So that gives you an idea of how the Maps program works in Windows 10X.